In a quiet Harlem spot, the smell of coffee mixed with danger, a 62-year-old boss faced enemy messengers. His heart beat weak, but his spirit stayed tough. This clash showed life's hard price. He protected his streets for decades. His choices left deep scars. Effects hit the area long after, even past his last battle. It made Ellsworth Bumpy Johnson's end a sign of fight against those tearing his world apart. For 30 years, he guarded Harlem's dark side. He controlled the numbers racket, ran gambling houses, oversaw brothels, and made shaky peace deals between Irish, Italians, and his people. His strict rule, no heroin allowed, not while he watched. By 1968, the world shifted. Drugs' dark shadow grew. The Genovese crime family pushed hard. They sold poison, and they saw his weak health as an open door. Vito Genovese wasted away in Atlanta prison. His heart failed like Bumpy's, but his men kept coming. They targeted Harlem for drugs. They ignored the strong pushback. Doctors warned Bumpy 6 months prior at Harlem Hospital, take it easy, retire calm, enjoy what's left. He laughed hard. A fighter doesn't stop. He kept going. On July 6, 1968, pain gripped his chest like a tight fist. But he went to Wells Restaurant on 132nd Street and 7th Avenue. Red leather seats held old secrets. Black and white floors saw time pass. Walls showed photos. Duke Ellington looked sharp. Billie Holiday's eyes pierced. Adam Clayton Powell Jr. stood bold. One picture, Bumpy shook hands with Muhammad Ali. His back booth faced the door. Smart choice from risky times. His wife Mamie warned him. She felt the danger close. He kissed her softly, promised to be back by noon. He wore his best suit, symbol of pride. Respect yourself, respect others. He sat down, ordered his usual scrambled eggs, crispy bacon, wheat toast, black coffee. He read the Amsterdam news about the garbage strike mess. The door swung open. 3 men walked in. Suits screamed outsiders. Anthony Tony Peels Lentini, smooth talker. Joseph Joey, surprise Stasi, sharp watcher. Paulie Fortunato, bold kid from Little Italy. Cadillac outside. Guns hidden. Connections strong. Leather briefcase sleek, packed with $100,000. Crisp $100 bills in stacks. Their plan, a smart trap. Vito's absence meant opportunity. Tempt the sick leader with easy cash. Step aside. Let drugs rush in. Old-timers remembered Bumpy's 1935 bold move into Lucky Luciano's den. Came out equal, not a victim. Young ones ignored the stories, thought age made him weak. Air in Wells grew heavy. Conversations fell silent, like before a big show. Dorothy, the 20-year waitress, spilled coffee. Drops scattered. She knew Italians here meant trouble. Bumpy stayed steady, sipped slow, flipped pages, ignored them like nothing. Tony stepped up, voice respectful, asked to join. Bumpy nodded yes. They sat close. Dorothy offered drinks. They refused. Business only. No friends here. Silence thickened. Kitchen sizzled low. Voices hushed. Old Coca-Cola clock ticked. Across the street in a Buick, Big Jack Turner watched. Raymond Slim Washington, too. From early dawn, stale coffee in hand, ready for any sign of trouble. Inside, Tony signaled Joey. Briefcase next to Bumpy's mug. Snap, latches popped. Revealed money piles, neat stacks, tempting pull. Tony spoke. Times have changed. Young folks lost faith. War pain, poverty bites, seeking numb escape. Heroin the big wave. Supply lines set from Marseille, Turkey, Southeast Asia. Offer 30% cut. No taxes, no effort. Just stop blocking. Keep your power. All win big. Bumpy's face stayed blank. Eyes locked on Tony. He skipped the cash. He replied from old wounds. Heroin destroyed 1930s Chinatown. ruined post-war Chicago, turned people to ghosts. He vowed to block it here, protect Harlem homes. Paulie cut in cocky, give up old-timer, freeze, booth air chilled. Bumpy asked his age, 25. Bumpy shared his tale, at 29 faced Luciano's threats, survived longer. Luciano died 1962 in Italy. Heart gave out. Like Vito jailed now, same illness, life's strange jokes. Old agreements last. Their deal, just old threat. He stopped it before to save his community. Snap, briefcase shut tight, pushed back sharp. Scrape echoed loud, message clear. Joey claimed their family beats one man. Bumpy grinned strange, explained Harlem's soul, not for sale. Bond from Southern runners, chasing freedom. Wall against harm, save young from drug hell. Their work murders slow, hidden as business. Chest pain stabbed deep, arm went dead. Like Dad's 1922 drop in South Carolina dirt. But will powered on. Enter only over my corpse. And after, my words fight forever. Breath came short. He declared strong, Harlem doesn't break. Not now, not ever. Pain crushed his heart. Hand clutched shirt. Cup shattered on floor. Dorothy screamed for help. Door burst. Wide. Big Jack charged in. Raymond followed fast. Marcus, the Deacon Williams. Cleveland, the policy boss. They scanned the scene. Bumpy in agony. Strangers there. Briefcase like curse. Insult screamed. Tony turned white. Claimed no blame. But scene looked bad. Outsiders at leaders' fall called for payback. Joey stepped back. Paulie grabbed for gun. Boom! Big Jack clamped his wrist. Warned total end if moved. In hurt, Bumpy whispered, release. Spread my tough message. The men bolted out, snatched briefcase. Car screeched away. Escaped not him, but the rising anger. Dorothy held his hand. Tears poured down. Crowd gathered close, prayed hard. His final words, sorry to Mamie, for skipped meal. At 8:52 a.m. July 7, 1968, his heart stopped. Surrounded by loyal ones, firm in faith. Funeral at Abyssinian Baptist Church on 138th Street. Over 5,000 attended. Line stretched 6 blocks. Tribute to his guard. Genovese shoved drugs in next 6 months. Thought spot empty, but hit solid wall from his trained followers. They knew his code, saw good from bad. But empty space let new blood in. Drugs swelled in 70s and 80s, shattered families, caged generations. The curse he battled won out. But his barriers slowed full control. Local crews kept some freedom. People recalled his stand. It fired up resistance against 80s crack wave. Used his fire as battle cry. Tony hid the briefcase in Queen's basement vault. Lesson tool for new guys. Honor beats cash. His 1987 lung cancer death passed it to Anthony Jr. Ordered secret drop to Schomburg Center in 1988. Keepers whisper it's there. Symbol of no. Wells gone in 1982. Turned to parking lot. Locals added brass sign at his old seat. Honor bravery over breath. Snapped photo before wreck. Tail spread wide. Ellsworth Bumpy Johnson, 1905 to 1968. The man who never bent. Here he chose honor over life. Lives in legends. Old-timers on steps tell. His Luciano deal. Riot stops. Final defiance. Myths blend with facts. But truth holds. King without greed. Lifted people over self. Showed power in refusal. His voice, 56 years on, builds strength against surrender. Says choice builds future, beyond mere survival. If this deep dive into Bumpy Johnson's unbreakable legacy grabbed you, smash that like. Subscribe to Bumpy Johnson, King of Harlem. Share with lovers of true grit. Comment below, would you stand firm like him against big temptation? Turn on notifications for more secret Harlem legends.